Hi friends, it's Honey and welcome back to my class. So today we're going to have a restorative class. I divided the class into part 1 and part 2. For now, we're going to have 30 minutes class. So who would like to come or join this class if this is a perfect class, perfectly delicious way, I would say, to soothe your overthinking mind and tired body. So this is a very gentle class. We need a lot of props here, like your bolster, your blankets, your straps if you like to. This is a way to support your body so you can still experience the benefits of the pose without exerting too much effort. This is open for everyone, from beginners to advanced. This is a way to slow down your practice and enjoy your yoga journey. That's it. Let us begin. So I'd like you to grab a block. Grab a block and just sit down on it. You might as well cross your legs or come into a full lotus pose if you have a flexible hips. If not, just bring your hands into your legs, keeping your spine long and straight. And we are welcoming the class with a good mindful breath. Preparing the body with long breaths. Take a long inhale through the nose and take a deep exhale through the nose. Be aware of the position of your back and relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your face. And I want to invite you to come into this practice with good intention. And maybe offering that intention to your loved ones, or most especially to yourself. And just coming into your practice with your heart open, your mind open, without having too much of control. Soothing into your assisted Padmasana pose. Leaning a little bit backward, maybe feeling your tailbones touching a little bit more to the back of your block. Take a long inhale, bring your hands up, look into your hands. And as you exhale, hands back into your heart. Take a long inhale again, reach your hands back up. Look into your thumbs and exhale, hands back into your heart. Release your hands back onto your knees. We're going to make small circles with your head, releasing any tension on the back of your neck, especially if you are sitting a lot, using your gadgets. Maybe you're using a lot your mobile phones, or you are stuck on your computer and you're starting to round your back and just moving your head forward, your neck forward. So with this simple movement, we come back, to being aware of the side of our neck, the back of our neck. Once you finish the circle on the other side, please do the other side as well. And then coming back into the center. Place your left hand into the right ear. We're going to pull the head to the side, tilting the head to the side. In this stretch, you feel it into the side of your neck, probably in your sternocleidomastoid. So connecting your jaw all the way to the shoulders. Now on your inhale, I'd like you to look up. So tilting your head up and then tilting your head down. Tilting your head up and tilting your head down. Slowly release, switching to the other side, tilting the left and to the right. All right. Take a long inhale, looking up. And as you exhale, tilting your head down. Inhale, looking up. And tilting your head down on your exhale. Slowly release. Simple shoulder shrugs, lifting the shoulders up. As you exhale, good rotation at the back, then dropping the shoulders down. Let's do that for 3 times. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, dropping it down. One more time, yogis. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, dropping it down. Now bring your arms, stretch them to the side. As you exhale, right arm over your left and give yourself a tight hug here, and then swing to your left and right. Swinging to your right and swinging to your left on the next exhale. Let's switch to the other side. Open the arms wide apart. And then left arm over your right. Crisscross your arms and then swinging to the side. And then slowly release your hands onto your legs. We're going to set aside the block for now. I'm going to use it later on. But for now, I'd like you to come into an extended butterfly pose. So here, instead of pulling your heels towards your glutes, I'd like you to create like a diamond position in between your feet and your hips. So in restorative class, you don't really exert too much effort. You don't really push yourself too much into the pose. It's a way of relaxing your body. So you can use the block here to support your head. I'm gonna grab the block so I can place the block right next to my feet. I'm gonna hold my feet. Allow my knees to dangle down without too much effort to really touch it on the floor. Gently walk your hands down. Relax your forearms or your elbows to the calves, to the side of your legs, or if you want, to the floor. And then just drop your head to the blocks. And staying here for a couple of breaths. And perhaps every exhale, there is a little space for your knees to collapse or to drop below. Feel free to just let it go. So this is the practice of releasing too much control of the mind, control of the body. Here you slow down. Take a moment to be aware of your in-breath. Be aware of your out-breath. The warmth of your breath. The length of your breath. Maybe you've been practicing a lot of hardcore yoga. In that case, maybe you're doing a lot of Ashtanga yoga or power yoga or core yoga, whatever style that is a little bit of strong practice for you. This is a perfect way to balance it. Now on the second part, I'd like you to adjust your blocks a little bit down. Now if your head cannot touch it there yet, it's okay. Just readjust the block again. And just come all the way without really pushing too much into this pose. So just maybe there is a little space for you to go down on your exhale, like you feel like you're super tired and you're having a long day and you come into your mat and you just want to surrender, and I just say, that's it for today. You just want to release. Let go, relax the hands, your fingertips, the back of your neck, your lower back. You relax your legs. And continue with your breath. Maybe you don't need the blocks even, and just relaxing yourself down. So you still benefit from the pose
but with an assistance with your props. You're coming to the pose passively and not actively or aggressively. Slowing down the breath, taking your long inhale and taking your deep exhale. On your next inhale, slowly roll yourself up.
Take a long breath in here and take a deep breath out. Now, this time, I'd like you to crisscross your legs and just walk your hands all the way forward. You can use, again, your blocks here to assist your head. If you can touch your elbows to the floor, go ahead. And forehead resting onto the blocks. If you want to close your eyes while holding the pose, feel free to do so. And maybe some of you, I am guilty myself. Sometimes we have this monkey mind, overthinking all the time, non-stop thinking, what I'm gonna do next, what I'm gonna do after this, blah, blah, blah. So here is the time for you to just take a moment to be present, to accept the here and now, to experience the here and now, the real address of human life. We are here just right now. So right now I'm feeling this good stretch on my legs, but at the same time I'm relaxing and not overdoing the pose. Maybe you want to adjust your blocks or release the blocks and just surrender your head down to the floor. Cultivating your inner peace and guarding your emotions at the same time, loving yourself so you can love those around you, taking care of yourself. In this practice, your yoga journey is actually not just the journey into, being being really good into those asana, expert into yoga poses, but it's actually a journey within yourself, within your very being. Understanding yourself, accepting your flaws, because that can turn out your strength. Coming here with your heart open, willing to accept, willing to forgive, willing to love, willing to appreciate. And on your next inhale, we're going to walk the hands slowly rolling up, walking back, and relax. Bring your hands into your knees. We're going to do a cow-cat pose, but in this position, so your legs are crossed, seated into your bum. Take a long inhale, arch the back, and look up. As you exhale, you're going to round the back, look in between your legs. Inhale, arch and open the chest. Exhale, scoop the belly in and look down. One more time, inhale, arch the back. And exhale, round the back and look down. And slowly come back into a neutral spine. Now we're going to reach our hands up. Palms touch, lengthen the back. As you exhale, you're going to bring the right hand behind. Left hand placed to the quads, the right side. As you inhale, you lengthen the back. And as you exhale, you're going to look to the right shoulders and hold. Maybe giving yourself a smile there. Inhale, reach the hands back up. Exhale, bring the left hand behind, right hand to the legs, and then gently twists. Slowly inhale, bring your hands up. Then exhale, hands to the knees or down beside your legs. Now we're going to extend your legs. We're going to shake your legs, shake your legs. And maybe a lot of us, we are not aware of what's going on with our toes or what's going on with the back of our knees, what's going on with the back of our neck, parts of our body that we neglect or we don't really give too much attention. So here, you're going to be a lot aware even to your fingertips, to your palms. And talking about that, we're going to exercise or move our toes, being aware with the movement of our toes. You can place your hands to the side just to support your back, keeping your chest open if possible. And then just curl your toes in and exhale, releasing it out. Inhale, curl your toes in, and exhale, release it out. Inhale, curl your toes in, and exhale, release. One more, curl your toes in, and exhale, relax. And then gently making a circle with your ankles, pointing the toes to the side, front to your left, and back at you. One more circle. And then once you're done, shift to the other side. The same movement, just switching to the other. And move your toes, feeling the ankles, feeling the soles of your feet, the edges, the tip of your toes, the side of your feet. And relax. Come back with your legs straight. This time, bending the knees. I'm going to interlace the fingers right at the back of my legs. And then I'm just going to kick the right leg up and then exhale down. This is just to mobilize my knee joint. Maybe you're in your intense yoga practice, you're bending a lot or you're hyperextending your knees. So this is the time to just soften the knee joints and just relax. Extending the right leg up, inhale, and exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, kick the legs up, and exhale, drop down. One more, inhale, and exhale. All right, cross the right leg over the left. A simple spinal twist. So you're going to hug in your right thigh towards your chest here. As you inhale, you're going to look back to your right shoulders. In this way, you're feeling a good stretch on the side of your glutes and maybe to your quads at the same time, and stretching your back passively. Take a long breath and take a deep breath out. And slowly release the pose. Let's switch to the other side. Extending the right leg, bending the left knee. I'm going to keep my spine long and straight. I'm going to kick the left leg up high in my inhale. As I exhale, drop the foot down. Bend the knee. Inhale. Lift the leg out straight in the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Crossing the leg over the right, hugging the knee towards the chest. I'm going to find myself into a twist, gazing at the back of my shoulders, pulling my legs towards the chest, and hold here for a couple of breaths. Take a long in breath here, and take a deep out breath. Long breath in. And as you exhale, release the pose, shake out the legs, shake it all out. All right, now this time we're going to cross the legs. As you inhale, lengthen the back, reach up. As you exhale, drop the hands down. We're going to step back the knees this time. Who doesn't love their cow and cat pose into tabletop position? We're gonna do that next. So take a long in-breath, chest open, arching. Exhale, round the back, look to your legs. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And release. I'm gonna move into my child's pose, but once again, this is a restorative class, so excuse me. I'm gonna grab my bolster this time. So if you don't have a bolster in the house, you can just grab a pillow or whatever, like a cushion that you can just use to support your practice. That will work. So I'm placing here my knees wider than my mat. I'm gonna walk forward and I'm just gonna relax my upper body into the bolster. It feels so good, right? You can close your eyes here or just resting your forehead, whatever's comfortable for your neck. I like to choose with my forearms. Bend, and I'm resting my forehead into my forearms. Take a long inhale here and take a deep exhale, allowing the body to be supported with the bolster one at a time. And at the same time, we're gonna swing our body to the left and to the right. Once you do that, you start to feel a little bit of sensation, a little bit of stretch into your groin. And also, if you're very tight on the hips, maybe your buttocks is not touching on your heels, that is fine. Just move in here, and maybe you want to go like this, that is fine. No judgment with your practice. Like I've said, this is a gentle class. Take your time to move into ease with the pose. Walking the hands down, reaching forward, and staying here for a couple of breaths. Allow the toes to dangle out, relaxing your forehead, your chest, your shoulders. And taking a long inhale, rising yourself back up. Take a long inhale here and take your deep exhale. Now we're gonna do your downward dog, but again with the use of your bolster. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have your head be supported with this bolster here. You're gonna place your hands a little wider than your usual position with your hands. So I'm gonna place my hands because my bolster is very big. So I'm just gonna place my hands all the way out. I'm gonna tuck my toes. Instead of straightening the knees, I'm just gonna bend my knees. Now, because my bolster is a little bit down, I can also use the blocks. So here, I can place the blocks under the bolster. And then I will continue to move into my downward dog while resting my head down. I'm gonna bend my knees and hold here. Now, if you're not comfortable with a bolster, you can also just push into towards your legs. Still, I'm softening the knees without exerting too much, active leg straight. Now here, I'm gonna step back my right foot. I'm just gonna straighten one at a time. Straighten the heels. Now I'm feeling the back of my legs. If you are tired with your hands, you can rest your head again. Before you move on to the other side, extend the left leg and then push straighten the other leg. The other knee is bent.
And then slowly release. Bring your knees together, bending and relaxing again. I'm going to use the bolster one more time. Forearms cross. Relax my forehead into the pillow or to the cushion. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Slowly roll yourself up. All right, so like I've mentioned, is a very gentle, slow down class. So maybe in the restorative class, sometimes other way is it's kind of similar with your yin class. But in your yin class, you hold the pose for 2 to 5 minutes. So one pose is 2 to 5 minutes. While in your restorative, it's basically you choose the pose that you need it, like your body needs to relax, don't exert too much effort, no need to hold if it gets discomfort. You know, it's your body. At the end of the day, listen to it. So the next pose, we're gonna go for an assisted pigeon pose. So I'm still gonna use my bolster here. I'm gonna extend my left leg. I'm gonna grab the blocks because maybe for some of you, your bottom is still up high and you cannot touch the floor. So this is a perfect practice for you to just to get into the pose with the right alignment because you are using your props. So here, I'll place my knee out. I'll bring my foot in. Allowing my hips to be supported with the blocks, and then I'll walk my hands forward. Hi, it feels so good. So I usually do this before I sleep at night. It's very good to slow down the body and prepare yourself to sleep. It's a secret. Sometimes I fall asleep while doing this. So I'm going to extend a little bit more down and just really collapsing, walk the hands forward and dropping my head down. And take a long breathing here. And take a deep breath out. Take a long in breath. And take a deep out breath. Let's come up and switch to the other side. We'd like to, of course, feel the same sensation, right? On the other side. You don't want to walk out in the class and I feel like, I stretched only my other leg and I'm limping now. It's kind of weird position. So just make sure you hold the pose maybe into the same length, the same hold. All right, so I'm adjusting my blocks, resting my forehead, extending my arms down, and just collapsing into my bolster here. And take a long inhale, and take a deep exhale. My back is still straight. My neck is not overextending, fully relaxed, supporting. So getting into the pose passively. As you inhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Set aside the block. Maybe some of you feel sleepy already. Just bear with me. We're coming to our last pose for today. We're just going to use the bolster. So place it right next to your lower back. And then you can place your feet in a butterfly position. Lower down your body here. Drop your head down. And relax your hands to the side. If you want to use a blanket here, you can use a blanket and relax. Just close your eyes until maybe you get asleep into this pose, because this is our last pose for today. And that's it. So it's called Assisted Shavasana Pose. Is there any other way that Shavasana can still be assisted? We're just basically assisting the back here. So instead of our back touching on the floor, we're giving a little bit of comfort by placing some cushion on the back. You know, it feels good when you're lying with some soft cushion. And take a long breath in and take a deep breath out. Bring your knees together. You're going to hug your knees toward your chest and then slowly roll yourself up. All right. So that's the end of our class today. I hope you feel rejuvenated and having some good energy. And I'll see you with my part 2 of restorative class. Have a lovely day.